Possum.
Toot toot.
What the? Look at that. Look at that.
Toot
toot, everybody! We did it. We made it into the new main screen.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, you find yourselves in the recently refurnished, brand new screening area of Big Howell and Possum in front of our beautiful crackling fire. We have the moon itself perched upon a mantle behind us. It's Wednesday night. You're feeling good. We're feeling good. I got my Wednesday wet here. We got the mood lighting just right. We got a little storm and a crackling fire happening behind us. I already mentioned that's second time I've mentioned the fire, but it's nice. I'm excited about it.
And if it's your first time here, I'm a big old possum.
And this is Mr. Possum. This is my partner in crime. I'm of course Big Howell. And what else is there to talk about?
Well, it's storming outside. It's a good day to be inside here.
Good day to be sitting in front of the void, enjoying once again cackling fire, having a little drink. Made it halfway through the week. Congratulations. We got some fun things here we're going to do tonight. We're going to talk about ghosts. We're going to talk about whether ghosts are good or bad.
Finally, we're going to see.
We're going to figure out. Now, a couple weeks ago, we debated whether ghosts were real or fake. And we determined that they are, unfortunately, real.
Yes. They're there, but should they be,
Yeah, that's kind of the question now. So scientific method. I don't know if you've heard of this. I don't know if you guys ever took science classes in school, but the scientific method is 2 steps. You determine if something is real, and then you determine whether it is good or bad.
Right.
That's the scientific method.
So we're going to get down to some science?
Yeah, we're going to sort it out once and for all.
Wow.
Is ghosts good or bad? For once and for all.
Is ghosts good or bad?
Is ghosts good or bad? Is what we're going to discuss tonight.
Hey, Big Howell.
Hey, Mr. Possum.
You mentioned doing some science. I didn't bring no instruments. Do we need instruments for this kind of science?
To do science?
Yes.
No, you need instruments for weird science.
Oh, good.
You don't need regular old science. You can do with your finger and like a little bit of spit. That's all you need for regular science.
So we ain't gonna make
is a wet finger. That's all you need for regular science. For weird science, you need all kinds of instruments. You need electrical gadgets and gizmos aplenty. You need all that stuff.
I don't want to do no weird science, Big Howell.
Tonight's not the night for it.
I tell you what.
I'm feeling like tonight is not the night for weird science.
I tell you what.
Though it is stormy. Please continue.
I feel like this is going to be one of them shows where I'm battling to speak in my own void.
You mean like Big Howell and Possum?
Yes.
You mean like that show?
That show, yeah.
Where you can't get a word in edgewise.
Edgewise.
Yeah.
I can't put it in front ways. There's it's like two guys moving a couch. And every way you try to get it in, that couch won't get in that goddamn house.
And I'm just over here going,
Yes.
in between every word.
Now here's the thing you got to know about men.
Yeah.
And this is a man right here.
Yeah.
They don't want you to talk. They don't care. They don't care. He likes the sound of his own throat.
Oh, I really do. Oh, I sure do. I sure do.
And I like the sound of your throat too, friend.
Well, thank you, Mr. Possum.
And also mine.
I like the cut of your jib.
You like my jib?
Yeah, I like that. I like that jib.
This
you got one of the you got one of the better jibs I've seen on an animal.
Oh, pish posh.
Yep.
He makes me blush complimenting my jibs.
Yep, you can see. Look at him blushing. Look at him blushing right there.
Oh my God.
Right on the side of his jib.
Oh, the red jib.
Yeah.
This is a jib, right?
We got some fun. We got some really fun stuff to do tonight. Oh, hey, we got Jen and Kyle joining us over here in the chat. Toot toot.
Toot toot.
Toot toot to Jen, toot toot to Kyle. Go ahead and join us over here in the chat. Give us a toot toot. Let us know where you're tooting from. Let us know who you are. Let us know whether you think ghosts are good or bad. That's part of science also. It's finding out what everybody thinks. And then kind of just deciding democratically what the right answer is.
And I will say that it's a serious matter. If we determine that ghosts are indeed bad, we could form a militia of some sort. It gets some guys with some mechanical stuff and to go, kill them.
Do a little weird science.
Trap
do a
them.
little follow-up weird science and eliminate ghosts entirely.
Is
Just get rid of them all.
Weird science?
Yes, that's very weird science.
Ghostbustering is?
Ghostbustering is weird science, yes.
Okay. Well, then,
because you can't do it with just a wet finger. You can't just go. You can't just sort it out that way.
Even if the ghost was just a little bubble.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a little micro ghost, if it was like a little zygote.
Zygote, you could just touch them with a wet finger.
If it was a zygote, you could probably knock them out with a little bacteria just from the spit on your finger.
Interesting. I'm looking
Isn't that
forward
interesting?
to that debate. Yes, sir, it is.
This is going to be a fun debate tonight, I think. We also, big news, everybody. We have a guest. We have a guest appearing on the program tonight.
We got friends.
We have friends. Well, this guy's kind of a friend.
Oh.
I met him on the online forum.
Oh.
Met him in the Reddit community. On something called they shut down our community today. It was something called the Quanon or something like that. Community. We've been having a great time chatting over there. Go ahead and give us a toot over here in the chat if you're one of my friends from the Quanon community.
Oh God!
And let's
Big Hal's Reddit friends are terrible generally. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, I'm looking forward to hanging out with this guy. We're going to have him up here on the stream. We are also. This is big news. Do you know what I'm about to announce?
No.
Do you know?
No.
Let me get a sip of my wet here.
I need to get a straw down here so I can have a sip of your wet.
Oh man, we still got to get you one of them big old sippy cups they got at the marathon.
Oh, a big old polar pop.
Yep.
Ew, I love a polar pop.
We got to get one of those for you. I'll be sure to get one next time I'm out and about. Next time I'm bootlegging booze over state lines.
Oh yeah.
I got to pick you up a polar pop. All right. Tonight, our big news is we have a phone number.
Oh my God.
We also have a boing sound. All right, so things are really heating up down here in the void. We can both boing and receive your rang-doings.
Rang-doing.
Yep. We have a phone number. Should we release the phone number now? I'm a little worried somebody's going to call and interrupt our flow if we release it now. We'll do a segment. In a little bit where we will announce our phone number. You can call in. You can talk to us about ghosts. You can talk to us about whatever you want. You can talk about Quanon with us. Any old thing. So we've got some news. We've got some current events going on. We will.
Current event honk.
Oh, that's the current event honk?
Yes.
You do that whenever I talk about current events?
Yeah. It gets me in the mood to talk stuff.
Yeah. Well, it does kind of sound right.
Yeah.
Sounds right. So, what else are we doing tonight? We're,
we need to tell them about the results of our battleship.
Battleship.
We should tell them the story of our war, because we finished it off screen, you know.
We did finish the battleship war off screen. We're not going to be doing battleship on here anymore. Instead, we are going to be taking your calls and talking to guests, because something told us that was like a little bit more interesting than us calling out numbers and going, you missed me.
Yeah, I mean...
You missed me.
Battleship, to be fair, is boring when no one's watching.
Yeah.
You know? And then if you invite people to watch you play Battleship in your home, people start to go, I don't want to go there no more. They're boring.
Yeah, they're always playing Battleship. They're always doing like a kind of weird little, not that complicated military strategy against each other.
Yes.
They're always playing this passive-aggressive game where they're married, but they get to, like, blow each other's ships out of the water.
Right.
That's the kind of the mood you get when you go over to somebody's house and they're playing Battleship.
Which is not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fellas, if all your wife wants to do is play Battleship, you might have some problems at home. Little advice ding there. All right, we got a toot. We got a toot from Crystal. Toot toot, Crystal. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us in the chat. And we got Mark Evans. Local legend Mark Evans has joined us in the chat. Toot toot to you, Mark.
Toot toot to you.
Yep. Toot toot to do.
Toot toot to do.
Ring dong. All right, everybody's in here. It's a great time. Go on and sound off in the chat about how you feel about ghosts. Go on and sound off in the chat how you feel about Mark Wahlberg. Whatever you want to do.
Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, it's Mark Wahlberg. If you got a feeling about him, if you think about him at all, just give us a little shout, little holler in the chat.
I feel like you maybe want to talk about Mark Wahlberg.
Well, you know, every now and again, when it gets to storming, you hear that storm, everybody? We got ourselves a storm. And I just start to get a feeling in my bones when the weather outside is wet.
Your arthritis.
It just starts to eat away at the inside of me, and my thoughts turn to Mark Wahlberg.
That's not arthritis.
Puts me in a Wahlbergian mood. Does that not happen to you?
I mean, I get physical pain when it rains, and it's just...
pain.
Bones.
So you get pain.
Yes.
I get thoughts of star of Shooter and Boogie Nights Mark Wahlberg.
Correct. Weird.
Interesting. Isn't it interesting the biological differences between Mr. Possum and myself, Big Hal? He experiences pain. And I experience thoughts of probably the most celebrated actor of our time, Mark Wahlberg.
Boy, the human body really is a wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It is. They do say that. So we got, all right, so Jen's coming in strong with a ghost take. She says, the only good ghost is a dead ghost.
Ooh-wee.
What do you think about that?
Well, I don't want to give away my position on the debate, or should I? But
No, go ahead. We'll talk about it all night.
Toot, I tend to agree. I mean, a ghost ain't dead till you kill it twice. Toot.
Toot.
It
Wait,
dies.
I
Then
don't know
you
if I
gotta
want to
trap
toot
it
to that.
somewhere, and you gotta kill it. Because it ain't dead yet if it's still roaming around.
Right. So when you kill a ghost, here's a question. Jen, you could join in on this. Also, everybody else can also join in on this. When you kill a ghost, is there a ghost that comes from the ghost? That's the afterlife of that ghost.
Oh, God.
And if so, is that real or fake? And if that's real, is it good or bad? That's another thing we'll be talking about here tonight on Big Howell and Possum. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. We're going to have a great time here tonight.
Talking about a ghost of a ghost?
Yeah, the ghost of a ghost.
No.
Yeah. All right, Kyle says, I've never encountered a ghost. That's probably because, if we're being real, they don't exist. But they are real.
Excuse me?
All right. I've never encountered a Mark Wahlberg either. Ergo, I don't believe in Mark Wahlberg. You know, these are difficult times we live in. Times that cause people to ask terrible questions about the world around them. They stop believing in things. They stop believing in a purpose. They stop believing in a reason to get out of bed in the morning. They stop believing in star of the happening, Mark Wahlberg.
Well, if I'm being honest, we already settled whether or not ghosts are real several weeks ago, and I'd appreciate it if you'd respect that concrete fact.
I said they don't exist. I didn't say they aren't real.
What the shit are you talking about, Big Al? Back on.
I'm doing a little something called fifth dimensional thinking.
Oh, no.
Do you ever do this?
There
You ever
we
do
go.
fifth dimensional thinking?
No.
Now, this is the acknowledgement that we are both living in a real world and living in a Matrix-style simulation at the same time.
Oh, my God.
Right? Now, if you so you got to constantly be kind of adjusting.
No.
It basically means you can say whatever you want, whenever you want, and it doesn't matter if it's true or not.
Well, why the shit are we debating stuff? That's how you think. Matrix.
Because that's occurring in the Matrix simulation.
Oh, my God. Personally, I think Neo was an asshole. Because everybody else was sleeping real good, and he come like an alarm clock.
Here we go.
Wake up, everybody.
Oh, man.
Hey, wake up. They're like, what time is it? I'm sleeping good, and I'm a baby, and I got...
Here we go. I know I shouldn't have brought up the Matrix.
And Neo's like, ring-a-ding-a-ding, wake up. Baby, I'm sleeping good, Neo.
Last time I brought up the Matrix, he was going on like this for like half an hour.
I mean, it's rude to wake somebody up.
You know.
If you was sleeping good, and I came along and just, wake up, wouldn't you want to see, hey, when was I planning on getting up? What if your alarm was set for midnight and I set you up at 9? Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. Keep going.
It's just that you shouldn't wake people up early. And just because you got karate, don't mean you can just come wake me up. I was sleeping good in there.
Boy, that's a great point. That is a good point.
Shoo-wee, I get mad.
All right. Greg says you can kill a ghost infinite times. They just come back a little grumpier each time. Now, see, that makes sense to me. That sounds right. That sounds true. Casual Johnable, welcome to the chat. Toot toot, Casual Johnable.
Toot toot.
Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. A ghost of a ghost is a host, then a oast, then a st, then a t, then then a
nothing. Right?
Right, yeah. Basically, yeah.
So you just gotta kill him 5 times?
Yeah, once you knock out all the letters, that seems to be the internal logic of what John is saying. Once you knock out all the letters, it's like a game of horse, basically, in reverse, that's about ghosts.
You ever played horse with a ghost?
No, but I'm sure I've played horse with people who are now dead. Sure of that. So,
what?
When I go back and relive it in my memory, then yes.
Oh my God.
At that point, then yes.
You've got to get out of this matrix. I don't want to wake you up early, but you've got to get out of this way of thinking.
That seems hypocritical for you to be telling somebody to get out of the matrix, since that's like your big bugaboo about living in the matrix.
Well,
is that there's a movie in the Matrix about the Matrix, and in that movie, the guy wakes everybody up.
Yeah, but hear me out. Neo already woke you up, right?
Yeah.
You're up, and now you want to go over and take a nap, but there's stuff to do. So I'm like, don't go to sleep yet. We got, dinner to cook.
It's a great point. I love it. Very true. So, would a ghost be afraid of its own ghost?
Like,
would a ghost be afraid of its own ghost? So, Kyle, let's put ourselves in the position of that ghost. So you've lived a long life as a human being inside the simulation, of course, and then you die, and then you find out that there is both an afterlife, and that afterlife kind of stinks because it's just the same stuff, except you can't pick up a penny without kind of scooting it up along the jamb of a door. Right?
Nuisance.
Yeah, that's a pain in the butt, is to realize that you no longer have any control, you can't talk to anybody, nobody listens to you except Whoopi Goldberg. That's frustrating. So, you go through all of that, and I think being a ghost at that point isn't that scary. Right? Because at that point, it's just a pain in the butt. It's not scary, it's just a pain in the butt.
Everything's harder. It's like you're a baby.
Everything's hard. Exactly.
Yeah.
But then, what if you see what the ghost of being that would be? Would you be scared of it, or would you just go, more of the same?
You know what? I don't think you'd be scared of it. Because, you see, your ghost would just be some clumsy little shit with a cowboy hat on. You'd be like, look at him. He wouldn't be, like, pro about it. He wouldn't be used to it yet. He'd be a fresh ghost. He'd be bumbling around. Why
would my ghost be clumsy?
Well,
I've developed pretty adept skills, hand-eye coordination here on Earth in the time that I've had.
Think so.
So if you take away my hands, I think you'd make me even more apt.
You think so?
Less clumsy.
Yeah,
I think so. I think I would get better at horse.
I feel like you'd have them Swayze ghost problems just like anybody else. It's hard to be a ghost. You got to pick up change.
It's hard to be a ghost, but I think I'm ready for it.
Well, you're just.
I think I'm prepared.
I don't know if you heard me, but I said you're just a meat bag. You ain't been a ghost. You don't know what it's like.
Have you been a ghost?
I've been a ghost.
That's right. Yeah, you die all the time.
That's right.
And you were definitely a spirit back when you hung out with them Centerbites back then.
Yeah, I died, I was a ghost, and then I went to the Centerbite land, with them Hellraisers.
Alright, Crystal says a common theory is that all the Wi-Fi and cell phone waves around us has eliminated modern day ghosts. That is interesting. Isn't that interesting?
Sounds a little wish-washy, I hate to say.
Wish-washy. Like you think that's hippie stuff.
I think
Is that what you're saying? You think that's hippie stuff?
I just think there's some wish-wash in it.
What does that mean? What does wish-wash mean when you say it?
Wish-wash means something I can't quite grab.
So you just mean you don't understand it?
It's not that I don't understand it. I just it don't stick to my craw. I need it to stick to my craw.
What could I apply to... A common theory is that all the Wi-Fi and cell phone waves around us has eliminated modern-day ghosts. What could I apply to that? What adhesive could I stick to that would make it stick to your craw?
Well, just because cell phones been around for a while, Crystal, and we're still getting ghosts. I still got Pizza Bones Jones, that old ghost that's haunted by, the pizza crust skeleton, haunted by that old crunky old man.
Everybody knows about Pizza Bones Jones.
Well, I mean...
Pizza skeleton animated by a ghost. Everybody knows about him.
Hey, how can you explain him? Cell phones was around when Pizza Bones Jones started doing his thing.
Kyle says, would a ghost of a ghost still have to live by the unfinished business rule? Well, first of all, Kyle, there are no rules, so therefore there is no unfinished business rule.
What? Are no rules?
There's no rules.
In general?
Yeah, in general.
Are you kidding me?
Possum, do not tell me at this moment that you are an adherer to rules.
Oh, I ain't got no rules. Look at me.
I know.
Look at me. Do you think I adhere to rules?
Wearing a big overgrown possum, talking, wearing a stolen scarecrow outfit?
Shit.
I don't think you adhere to rules.
Shit.
But you're sure talking about them like you believe in them.
Well, I know you got a job.
I'm going to apply a little wet finger science to the air. I'm going to say, rules. Are they real or are they fake?
No,
They're
no.
fake. Whole scientific method used to debunk rules entirely. Sorry about you, Kyle. All right. Casual Johnable says, glad modern-day ghosts are gone. Can you imagine? They'd haunt you by continually asking for your Wi-Fi password or sending you some CAPTCHA. You'd be trying to get in your own house, and some ghost would be giving you some CAPTCHA.
Right.
You know what I mean? Saying, is there a bicycle in this photo?
Are they trying to see if you're a robot?
Yeah. They're like, I think you're a robot, so you can't get in your own house.
Oh, my God. What's a ghost got against a robot?
Probably that a robot is the inverse of what a ghost is.
Oh.
They're mortal enemies. You know?
Mm-hmm.
A robot is a corporeal being without a soul. And a ghost, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, and a ghost is a soul without a corporeal being.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My head just boinged right off.
Oh, Crystal has retracted a message. I didn't know you could do that. That's the ghost of a message. We have the ghost of a message in the chat over here.
That's tight.
Folks, we're off to a great start.
She took
here
it
tonight.
off.
Thank you all so much for your comments over here in the chat. Greg says ghosts and matrices are mutually exclusive.
Did I give Crystal too much guff? Is that why
You might have.
Well-
but that would be appropriate because I think it's about time for an ad, right? It's about time for us to do an ad for It's about time for us to do an ad for Guff Alert.
Oh, my gosh.
Hold on. Wait, where's the... Oh, Guff Alert Hot Soda. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Guff soda.
Guff Alert Hot Soda is the only hot soda that comes in a self-heating can.
It's hot.
You do not have to put this can in the microwave. You can shake it right up, and by the time you pop the top of this self-heating can of Guff Alert Hot Soda, that soda is hot as the dickens, right in your hand.
The heat
Be
is
sure to
on.
drink it. Be sure to drink it quick, or your hand will become a ghost.
Oh, shit, yeah. It'll melt that hand right off. That's hot
So,
soda.
sorry about the guff, Crystal, but it was a good lead into an ad for our only sponsor, Guff Alert Hot Soda. And that ends now, and you can turn off whatever that music is. There we go. All right. So yeah, we got. Look at all this stuff. We got music playing. We got a storm brewing. We got the void behind us. We got the very moon up on the mantle there. Andy's new to the chat, I think. Toot toot to Andy.
Toot toot.
Hello, welcome. Andy says robots are just physical ghost.
Physical ghost.
Now, see, that's a curious comment to me, because I would think that a human being would be a physical ghost, right? because we're ghosts that's in the way that Pizza Bones Jones is pizza crusts that are animated by a ghost. I am meat and bones. Meat and bones animated by a ghost.
Yeah,
I'm a sack of meat animated by a ghost.
You're not giving yourself enough credit. Pizza Bones Jones is an unnatural ghoul. Pizza crusts aren't supposed to be a thing that walks around. You got blood.
Right.
He don't even got.
I'm still animated by a ghost, though. Right? So I don't know. Andy, we'd have to do a little science on that. And I have a feeling we'd have to do some weird science to figure that one out.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Is Pizza Bones Jones a ghost or a poltergeist? Oh, my God. This old question.
Well.
You ever think about that? I feel like we've talked about that before, whether Pizza Bones Jones is a ghost or a poltergeist.
That is debatable, guys, because Pizza Bones Jones don't ever leave his house. It's kind of like when he was alive. So he does haunt a house, which I think makes him kind of poltergeisty. He don't.
Right.
He's a shut-in.
But wouldn't somebody in the vicinity, because the other thing is he's around even when nobody's around.
Shit, yes.
Wouldn't I know, because I see his little dot on Facebook says that he's online. I could tell.
You got a Pizza Bones Jones tracker?
Yeah, I got the Domino's Pizza Bones Jones tracker.
That's useful.
It's got a little dot when he's online. I could tell, even when nobody's around, that he's still there, that he's still doing stuff, that he's not just a pile of pizza bones on the ground.
So do you think that makes him a poltergeist? Rick?
No, I think that makes him a ghost, because the thing about a poltergeist, wouldn't it be like, you'd have to be, if you were scared of pizza crust, which we know many children are, if you were scared of that pizza crust, and all of a sudden it came to life and came towards you in the honestly quite creepy way that Pizza Bones Jones does, that would make him, I would think that would make him a candidate for a poltergeist.
So you think a poltergeist guy'd be kind of an aggressive jerk?
Yeah, I think a poltergeist is just a ghost that's a jerk.
Yeah, that's fair.
They can take different forms.
Now,
more skilled than a ghost. Though.
That sticks to my craw. That's what I'm talking about. A poltergeist is a jerk.
Ghosts versus robots in theaters this fall. That's true. That's just straight up true. That's just something. Jen just said something true. All right, Casual Johnable said, what flavor is Guff Alert soda? All right, now this is a great question. It has multiple flavors. Some of them are seasonal. There is a fall ramen flavor. There's a lot of them there's a Frank's hot sauce, Guff Alert hot soda. That's one of my favorites. There's the Taco Bell Supreme Fire Sauce Guff Alert hot soda.
Right.
There's also butterscotch. What's your favorite Guff Alert flavor of soda? They got all kinds of them.
Personally, I like hot scotch. I like that butterscotch one they got.
Yeah, it's great.
Called hot scotch.
Oh, it's so good. Little hot, fizzy butterscotch on a hot summer day.
Buddy, when you open up that can, the fizz is so hot. The fizz is so hot.
It'll burn you.
It'll
burn you.
It feels like you're breathing in just hot mist that it's just bubbling up in your nose. It's refreshing.
It's very refreshing.
And it tastes like butterscotch.
Casual Johnable says Pizza Bones Jones' house is built atop a pizza burial ground of the ancient Caesarians.
Oh. Pizza.
Yeah, pizza indeed.
Well,
I believe that.
Did the Caesarians
again just true
bury their pizza crusts? They didn't. Some people it's because it kind of makes sense, man. Because the thing is, a lot of people don't eat them crusts, but then they also lock them in a dumpster where I can't get at them. So,
yeah.
So I feel like in ancient times...
Don't lock your dumpsters, folks.
We
live in a simulation. There's no reason to lock your dumpsters.
Before there were dumpsters with locks, like back in the, them times, there were still possums, and humans have always hated possums, even a long time ago. So what they would do is they would bury them deep underground to keep them from us.
Yeah.
And so that spirit of stinginess and human entitlement, if you will, housed Pizza Bones Jones. He was bathing in that shit, and that's why he locked up his crusts in the dumpster.
That's like a goose that is that just acknowledges if something's too true. If something's so true it smacks you across the face, that goose goes, yeah, that's it. You said it. That's your little goose buddy.
He's like, it's a goose story. You know.
All right. Kyle Meredith says ramen drinks have changed our life.
He likes it.
Listen, I'm not a huge fan of fall in general, but I gotta say, if I had to pick one thing about it that's good, it'd be all those ramen beverages. They are good. They're quite good. In the Matrix, do you come back as a ghost or a poltergeist?
Well, we talking Matrix or Matrix Reloaded? They had them werewolves, they had vampires, they had ghosts.
Yeah.
Now was
the second one was where they proved that all the basic monsters are real.
Right. Now was they ghosts?
So they had Frankenstein's. They had that Dracula guy.
Yeah.
They had the Wolfman. Wolfman's got nards. That's what they say.
Everybody got nards.
Yeah. So I think you choose in the Matrix, right? Don't you just choose what you come back as?
If you have that Neo power, I guess don't everybody get to choose though? If you was awake in there.
What if you're asleep? What if I'm just happily, because right now that's what I am. I'm just happily living a wonderful simulation life where everything is great except my back hurts all the time.
Yes.
And I'm miserable a lot of the days.
Yeah.
The weather affects my body in ways that I detest. So just going outside can be kind of misery. But other than that, I'm living in this perfect sort of simulation that would never cause me to question whether, what it is about it. Never make me want to wake up. So what happens when I wake up from that? What would I do as a Neo? You know what I mean?
Probably just go to sleep.
Yeah, go back to sleep. I'd be like, wow, this is worse.
Yeah.
Oh, this is way worse. Let me go back to that body where like I have floaters in my vision and my back hurts all the time.
Right.
Let me go back to that.
It's better than being awake in some rave in a cave.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they should have called that second Matrix movie, Rave in a Cave.
Yep.
Who cares?
Let me go back to that. Let me go back to that world where sometimes you get chicken wings and they just don't taste right.
Right.
For some reason.
I bet you.
Let me go back to that world.
Them robots. When you had wings in the Matrix, I bet them wings was fire.
Yeah.
Son, I bet them wings was
Well,
good.
they couldn't be too good, or everybody would realize it was the Matrix.
But I think even if they're worse, they were good.
Yeah.
Robots don't like too much failure, they like to show off. I think even the worst chicken wing in the Matrix is pretty good.
Alright, so people are saying stuff I don't really understand over here in the chat. Let's see. And I'm not sure who Crystal is responding to. She says, wouldn't that make him more of an eldritch horror? She's talking about Pizza Bones Jones. He's more of an eldritch horror than a poltergeist or a ghost.
What's an eldritch horror?
I was really hoping you were going to know what that is and that we could just coast into it.
I don't know I bet Crystal
I've heard the term. I don't know what it means.
Eldritch.
Yeah.
Sounds like a kind of lunch meat.
I think it sounds like a thing, like an old witch.
Oh.
Like an old witch.
Sure. Elderly witch.
Like an eldritch horror.
Yes.
Something an elder witch would do to you. So that's probably what it means. Toot toot. Casual Johnable says, so Monster Squad is a Matrix prequel. Yes. Duh.
Right. That's just five queens living their monster dreams.
Come on.
I
mean, first of all, technically, every movie before The Matrix is a Matrix prequel. Right?
Every time you get to talking about that Matrix thinking I'm going to play music.
Yeah. I mean, well, before we were introduced to the concept of the Matrix, everything was just contributing to the sense of the Matrix. But, to answer your question more directly, yes, Monster Squad is a Matrix prequel. It does set up the world in which the Matrix occurs, which is a simulation of a simulation of the simulation that we live. Thank you. I'm done now. I'm done. We should not talk. We should ban talking about the Matrix for the rest of this episode.
Because
it's just
it's
just getting too
100%.
It's just getting too real.
Yeah, whatever you think. Yes, no more. No more.
Oh right. Okay. So, do pets leave ghosts? Greg asked that question. If he had watched last week, he would know the answer to this is no. Animals don't have souls; they don't leave ghosts.
Oh my God.
All right, and then Crystal then follows H.P. Lovecraft. This is one of those H.P. Lovecraft things, the Eldritch horror.
Oh, tentacle stuff.
Yeah, like a Cthulhu, or Stephen King's It. I guess is she's saying is an Eldritch horror. So I guess that just means like a person of vague powers from a doom dimension, like something out of Lovecraft.
Okay.
Jen says, too sad, not allowed. And she's referring to Greg. Not that sad. Not super sad. Jen, about the dogs. I mean, honestly, really, when I think about kicking the bucket lately, honestly, it just feels like a way to skip out on some bills. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Wife was at the AT&T store tonight, and they talked her up. They talked her up on the billing, up to into an upgrade on something. Added some amount of money a month to our bill every month, and I was like, oh man. So there's another thing. So there's another little thing going on. And like if you died, let's think about this. If you died and it all just went to oblivion right there, boom, problem solved. Do you know what I mean?
You don't deserve a soul. That's what I think.
I don't deserve a soul.
Nope.
Because I just see death as like a convenient way to skip out on the tab.
Because you just fritter it away.
Yeah, I do.
Get to frittering that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know what to do with the soul. Because I have one.
Greg asks, are farts the ghosts of the food you ate?
Yes, I always want to talk about farts. Big Hal never want to talk about farts.
I don't really want to talk about farts on this show.
Yes.
Just,
Well, we have to serve our clients and they want to talk about farts. Now, what was his question? I get excited.
Mr. Possum's a big fan of farts.
Big fan of farts.
Loves farts. He loves hearing them. He loves smelling them.
Even a baby thinks of farts funny. Even a baby.
Yeah. They're funny. They're funny. I just don't have a lot to say about them.
What's his question? I'll field it specifically, individually.
Okay, are farts the ghost of the food you ate? I have a feeling I know how you're going to answer this.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Ghost Dog was a Forrest Whitaker movie, says Kyle. Greg says Night Fritters, which is just a pun on the name of our production company, or of your benefactor's production company.
Yes, sir. Night fritters. Ooh, I eat those at midnight. Get me an apple fritter.
Crystal said, I had some fritters for dinner this very evening, actually.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I just want to have
it's
donuts
fall.
for dinner.
It's fall, so I had to have some fritters.
God, I would...
Crystal says, or are farts extra bits of your soul? You know what? If they were, I'd be more inclined to talk about it.
Ooh,
I like that. I like that thought.
You think every time you fart, you're losing a bit of your soul?
Here's what I think. I think that as we grow, as we live out our natural lives here on Earth,
yes, sir,
the natural thing to happen, and what has happened to me pretty much nonstop for the last 30 plus years, is I have gained weight and grown, right?
You're a big boy.
Yeah. Well, and I just keep getting bigger and bigger.
Good at it.
Just keep getting fatter and fatter. Yeah, it's like sometimes it's gradual, sometimes it's a couple pounds a year, sometimes it's 5-6 pounds a year.
Yep.
But it's just going on constantly. And what I think, and toot to Crystal for bringing this up, what I think is as your soul gains weight as well, sometimes your soul will overshoot it, and when your metabolism snaps your body weight back to what it was, like say you like say you lose a little water weight, or or you just go out on a walk, take your fat ass on a walk, and you snap back a little bit. Farts are that little extra bit of your soul that was created to fill your body, right?
Oh,
that could be it. That could certainly be it. It could be a metabolism related thing.
So they're like soul crumbles.
Little soul crumbles. Yeah, that just sort of dribble out your beehole. That's interesting.
So crumble, dripping out your beehole.
It's a great song.
Thanks.
Dripping out your beehole. All right. Chad says one of the lines of your next song should be "You don't deserve a soul," and I believe he's talking to Mr. Possum over here. Celebrated songsmith himself, Mr. Possum.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So let's write a song called "You Don't Deserve a Soul." Now, that's something I would never say. I don't think Mr. Possum doesn't deserve a soul. I think he's lucky to not have one.
Oh, my God.
I think he's very fortunate. I think animals are very fortunate that they don't have to go to Valhalla and sit there and breathe all their relatives' ghost farts for the rest of the time until Ragnarok. I know we keep having this conversation, so I'll back off a little bit. But,
oh, my shit.
But, it just doesn't sound great to me. So I'd much rather just have it be over.
Shooey. I wish we could Freaky Friday, where you could have my soulless husk, and I could have your rich Valhalla soul, and I would just fly away from all of your family ghost farts and have a time up there. Have a time.
You would have a time up there?
Shit,
Valhalla?
yes.
You think it'd be great?
Forever.
Do you think you can just walk away from the great dining hall, the great O'Charlie's in the sky, and the preparations for Ragnarok? You think you can just walk away from all that? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? That's the only thing anybody does is prepare for Ragnarok up there.
Big Hal, I'll go out for a smoke break, right? But then I'll disappear for a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just be like, time's different up here. And they'd be like, you've been gone for a long time? I'll be like, well, this is my heaven.
200 years.
200 years? Yeah, I go visit other stuff. Go exploring.
You gonna come back for Ragnarok? You gonna fight in Ragnarok?
No, I ain't getting drafted into no heaven war.
Yeah, okay.
Also a good song title.
That seems... I ain't getting drafted into no heaven war.
Yes, sir.
Somebody do me a favor and get a little screen grab. Will you do that? Will you get real tight with your crossing your arms? Cross your arms a little tighter.
Like this?
Yeah. Okay, but lean back a little bit so they can see your arms.
Okay.
Now give a little sassy look to the camera there.
One of these?
Yeah. Okay. Somebody screen grab that. Put a caption on it that says, "Ain't getting drafted into no heaven war." And that can be your straight up album. You can put all your songs on there. You can put "You Don't Deserve a Ghost" on there. You can put you can put "Hot Dogs" on there.
Oh yeah.
You can put "Going to Get Some Arby's" on there.
Well, that's the JoJo the Man song.
Yeah. So okay. Andy says, "Well, I just tuned in, but never mind." Okay. Greg says, "Ooh, wish it at the same time." That must have been something we were talking about that I forgot about. Okay. Husk switching. Not sure. Laundry room of Valhalla, where you go to get away from the family and see what brand of detergent they buy. That's interesting. Because you start thinking about that kind of stuff, like what shit. So, are they doing laundry? Are there beds? Are people changing? Are they showering? Do they have detergent? Or is it just an eternal meal at O'Charlie's?
It's the best kind of meal because you don't ever get full. You ever get yourself a real good meal, and by the midway through it, you're like, I'm getting sad because I don't ever want to stop eating. Well, at O'Charlie's in heaven, you ain't never got to stop.
Well, you got to stop when you got to fight that battle.
Well, that's when you sneak out back, crawfish out of that situation, walk backwards at the door.
I'm not sure heaven works that way.
Nah,
Well, I'm not sure where heaven works anyway.
We'll see.
Crystal with an appropriate question. Are there locks on the dumpsters in heaven?
Oh, there better not be. Better not be no lock on the dumpster in heaven. I better be able to open that door and get me whatever I want.
That was beautiful. That was so beautiful.
It's kind of like a Hank Jr.
It was. It really was. Really was. Or like a softer Garth song.
A softer Garth.
A softer Garth.
That's how I'm going to sell myself to agents, you know.
All
I'm kind
right.
of a softer Garth.
Hey, you know what? We should take a break.
Yeah, let's take a little break. But you guys stay around and watch this dog cam we have.
Yeah, we got a dog cam. You guys stick around and watch this dog cam. We're going to hang out and watch this dog cam as well. But we're Big Howell and Possum once again. It's Wednesday night. We stream this live. We're going to be taking your calls here shortly. And we're also going to debate ghosts a little bit more. It's been fun chatting with y'all in the chat. Stick around. Dog cam.
And
All
we're
right.
back from the dead.
Just checked in on the dogs. They seem like they're doing pretty good. That was fun.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that romp?
Well, there was some action in it that I liked.
What was your favorite part of that dog cam segment?
I like when that old floppy-haired dog was touching the other floppy-haired dog with his hand.
Yeah.
I like that quite. I like.
You like a tender moment.
It was kind of
You
tender.
like a tender moment between two dogs?
It didn't look tender. It looked action-packed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like no tenderness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big Howell.
You don't like tenderness,
No,
huh?
I don't care for
You ever try a little tenderness?
No.
Okay, so you don't have any experience with it, okay.
It's for other people.
All right. Hey, Mr. Possum.
Hey, Big Howell.
I heard you went hunting this weekend.
Yeah, I sure did.
Ooh, that's loud. That banjo right there? That's a
Turn
little
that
loud.
down.
Just turn that down just a
Yeah.
little bit.
Sure.
How was hunting? How was it?
Well, I was awful.
You didn't catch anything?
Nope. I caught a load of BS, if you want to know the truth, Big Howell.
Well, that's a shame. Who'd you go hunting with?
Just myself and my best hound dog, Russell Crumbly.
Russell Crumbly?
That's what I said, Big Howell.
So wait, your name's just Possum,
Yeah.
but you have a hunting dog named Russell Crumbly.
Yeah. Would you like to repeat anything else back to me, or shall I continue?
I'm sorry, Mr. Possum. Continue your story.
So Russell Crumbly and I find ourselves in a stand of trees. And Russell points to a small tuft of grass and says, Mr. Possum, I smell a rabbit in that there tuft.
Mm-hmm.
So I point my rifle at that tuft. That's what I've come to do. And I say, come out of here, you little rabbit. And the rabbit calls out, hello, Mr. Possum. My name is Benjamin Hopper. And I regret that I do not have anything on me to give you.
That's weird. That's a weird thing to hear.
Jesus. So I say,
Benjamin Hopper.
Benjamin Hopper. He comes out telling me his name.
Okay, all right.
So
Hey, Benjamin.
You know.
Toot toot.
So I say, you got plenty to give me, you little rabbit, your little body for my stew, your little fur for my set of gloves. Now come out here so I can shoot you and take your stuff. You know?
Right. Seems reasonable to me.
I think
Seems
so.
like a reasonable request.
Think so.
Come on out so I can shoot you, make you gloves and food.
So he says, I wasn't finished, Mr. Possum. I do not have anything here to offer you. All fancy, you know. But if you follow my instructions and let me live, you shall be richer than your wildest dreams. I'm like, oh my God, we got a leprechaun situation.
Wow.
Hooey.
Benjamin.
So I'm like, hell yeah, what do I do? You know, I'm ready for this. Found me a lotto ticket in rabbit form. And the rabbit says, Mr. Possum, I once had a den next to a wizard of the forest.
What?
Name of Derek Storm Dancer. Derek.
Right, of course.
He was a powerful wizard, and he conjured a box that contained a single golden coin every time it was opened. And it never ran out of coins as many times as it was opened.
That's cool.
Hooey, right?
That's neat.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
So the rabbit...
You get rich real fast like that.
Oh, yeah, many times over. So the rabbit continues that the wizard vowed to only use this box for basic expenses and for emergencies, but his wife, Margaret Stormdancer, made no such vow.
Margaret. Right. Okay.
And she used the gold coins to purchase valuable rings and amulets and necklaces and such, until she walked around all day heavy with jewels and gold, heavy with it.
Oh, typical. That's typical stuff.
And I'm like, I just wanted to shoot him all this stuff.
Just once again, just rambling on to the possum.
I'm just like a sob box. So then, wow, great story. You know, I'm just like, shit. And the rabbit goes, so one day the wizard's wife fell into the creek, and she drowned from the weight of her jewelry. And the wizard decided the box was evil, and he buried it in this very forest.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Got myself some treasure.
Wow. Rabbit's got you going on a treasure hunt.
Yeah, it's got me listening to quite the story, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like...
Sounds like it could be worth it, though.
I'm like, great story, buddy. Where's this dang box, Benjamin Hopper? And the rabbit goes, if you walk 200 paces to the east, you shall find the box buried under a Bradford pear tree.
Okay.
Ooh, Bradford pear. So, me and Russell, my hunting dog, remember, we take 200 paces to the east, just like you once, and there's this bird sitting up in a tree. And I say, hello, Mr. Bird, I'm Mr. Possum, this is my hunting dog, Russell. And the bird goes, hello, Mr. Possum, my name is Stephanie Wilson, and I'm a robin. Shoot, everybody's people today.
Stephanie Wilson. Okay.
Everybody's people.
Stephanie Wilson the robin.
I hope that you are not hunting robins today, she says. And I go, nah, we ain't hunting robins. People don't do that.
Toot toot, hello, Stephanie Wilson the robin.
But I have a question. Do you know what type of tree you're sitting in? And the robin says, dogwood, Mr. Possum. I'm like, so I lean over to Russell, my dog, and I say, you know what kind of tree she's sitting in? Toot toot.
Toot toot.
You know, because the dog would know.
Wrong main screen again.
Dog would know.
Dog would know. Good yarn. All right, we're gonna welcome a guest to the show here in just a moment, and then we're gonna. Well, no, you know what? First, let's invite people to call in, and then we'll bring a guest on.
I love it.
So yeah, in a couple minutes we're gonna have our first guest of the evening. We do have a couple of comments over here. We got somebody new in the comments. Someone named Vulgus Zildrahar.
Vulgus.
Toot
toot
Vulgus.
Toot toot Vulgus. Toot toot.
Casual John Bull Possum don't know nothing about tenderness. What about chicken tenders?
Now that tender I do know.
Oh, he does know. He doesn't get them when they're tender though.
No,
it's usually a couple days later.
They're typically kind of. They fight me, you know. They feel like an old dog's, like a slipper, like I'm a dog.
Vulgus Zildrahar says that I guess Derek Stormdancer is the second wealthiest forest wizard known to mortal man.
Yeah.
So he's got a little additional backstory on Derek Stormdancer, who built that box. And I'm assuming you did not get that box.
No, unfortunately,
So you came home. You came back to your wife empty-handed, no meat for the pot, and also no box of infinite riches. Excuse me.
Right. So what I did is I leaned over to the dog and I said, "You know what tree's he sitting in?" And the dog didn't get the joke either, so he didn't know. And the bird just kind of looked at me, eventually just kind of walked off, and it fell flat.
Sure.
I told all this to my wife. I come home, and she's not impressed. You know, there's no stew. I got no meat for the stew. So
did you tell her, well, I told this really long joke with like a weird punchline?
Yeah, I tried
like a tree pun in it.
I had a tree pun. She didn't care. She
didn't care.
I mean, it's like she's got stew vision. All she wants is stew.
All she wants is stew.
Yep.
There's another song for you. That's like a soul tune. All she wants is stew, stew, stew. All she wants is stew, stew, stew. And we're gonna have a full album of Mr. Possum tunes here by the end of the night. All right, let's welcome your calls to the hotline tonight, and we are going to reveal.
Oh, there it is.
The phone number.
There it is.
Our phone number is 413-6592. Go on and give us a call.
We got to make a jingle out of it, make it catchy. It goes 413-6592.
Well, we don't want people to think there's more than one toot in the phone number.
Okay, sorry.
413-6592.
We got to get catchier.
I'm sorry.
413-659. No.
That one's a little melodically ambiguous to me. I'm not sure what notes you're hitting there.
Maybe if it's more echoey.
413-6592. I think the radio version of this would be 413-6592. Something like that. Right?
I think so.
But I feel like the toot should be the big part.
So it should be like whispered, like 413-659 toot.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's probably it. That's probably the one.
Is it confusing?
Let's just loop that.
If I do a bunch of echo,
have that going really loud while we talk. Is it confusing? What?
If I do a bunch of echoes, I'm like 444411133333333 44441113333 659 toot. I kind of sneak up on you with it.
Yeah, that's confusing.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's real confusing. That'd be a real confusing way to tell people your phone number.
Shit.
So, all right, so somebody give us a call here on the toot line. 413-659-TOOT. What was that?
I don't know.
You give us a little symbol there? That was nice. All right, let's welcome our guest. Let's go ahead and welcome our guest on.
Yes, please.
We got what's his name? Ezekiel.
Yes, please.
Ooh, listen to how late that delay is on the computer.
It looks like it's pretty dark in there, Ezekiel. You okay?
This is gonna be madness.
Ooh,
that delay is so late. All right, we're gonna need you.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh my God! It's like 5 minutes late.
Ezekiel, could you please turn down your computer screen or your speakers? Because we're hearing like a real long delay from when we say stuff.
Let me get my headphones.
He's walking around his house.
Hello?
Hello!
There we go.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, we can!
I'm like
all right.
the Verizon commercial.
Oh!
Can you hear me now?
I love that gag.
Oh yeah. Never got old.
Shoo-wee.
All right, it's pretty dark. I'm not sure our viewers are.
Stay anonymous.
Could you kind of get more in the light so we could see your face a little more? You want to stay anonymous? Why?
I don't know. I don't know who's out there.